Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Monday, January 18th, 2016 at 13:45 in the afternoon, and I'm in my orifice and running on batteries. Not running on empty, but I'm running on batteries. And I ran across this video by a fella in the UK that I like. I think his real name is Jonathan Couvalier. But his YouTube channel is called JDogProductions or JDog. This guy is great. Seek him out, watch his stuff. It's all good, but it's especially good when he does stuff with his dad or when he goes into abandoned buildings and so forth. Hell, subscribe to his dad's channel too. But he did one of these tag videos with a list of questions and stuff, which actually was not as moronic as a lot of these things can be. And that I don't say that with faint praise. I mean, this guy's not a stoop. This guy's a good guy. I just realized that I've got like pretty much 30 years of files spread out at my feet. I'll have to get under there and crawl around if I can, but that's going to be a major effort to get back up in my state because I tend to get turtled if I get down on all fours. This is neither here nor there. Let's go with this quiz. Here, you can take a screenshot of that and get your own things. A to Z questions. Age, well, I'm 64. Bed size, well, I sleep in the chemo chair. When I was sleeping with Paul, we were in a king-size bed. When I was sleeping with my now readily explainable ex-wife, we were in, I don't know. I never understood the terminology. I always called it a double bed. When I was living on my own, it was just like a standard single bed. There. Career, well, I'm a retired physician anesthesiologist. Drink or smoke? I love to drink. I do not smoke. Easiest friends to talk to? Well, that's an interesting question because over the course of your life, that changes, doesn't it? Right now, the easiest friends I have to talk to are the two Tonys. Tony Pincham in Worksop, Nottinghamshire, UK, and Tony BZ, we'll call him Tony BZ, in Seattle, Washington. But, I've kept in touch with a fellow from high school, my best friend in high school. Well, one of my two best friends in high school, who's now in Los Angeles. I've sporadically kept in touch with one of my really good friends from college, who's now in Palo Alto, California. Unfortunately, I've lost touch with my absolutely best friend in college, who's in Ithaca, New York. And there's one fellow in town I talk with fairly frequently. Well, several people in town I talk with fairly frequently. Yeah, they're friends. I mean, I was best friends. I was best man at this one fellow's wedding. That role completely baffled me. I almost didn't go because I couldn't find his fucking house. That's where the wedding was going to be. He had just recently moved. I could have found where he had lived very easily. Funniest moment of your life? Well, now that's, gosh. I can't honestly come up with an answer to that one. I've had a lot of very funny moments in my life. Uh, most, many of which have involved, how shall we say, ridiculous situations during and after sexual encounters. I'm not going to go into that, but it's they were fun. Gummy bears or gummy worms? I have no idea what the fuck that means. Have a girlfriend? Come on. In love? Well, love is as I've if anybody's watched me long enough, the L word's a very complicated word for me. Yeah, I'm in love. Yeah, I love Paul. Yeah. Junk food you like? Well, I wouldn't characterize it as junk food. I would not characterize it as junk food, but since that's the way the rest of the world tends to do that, or the politically correct part of the world, the health Nazi part of the world, is pizza. Um, Pizza Hut pizza, basically, or any good pizza with pretty much everything on it except pineapple. I have no idea where that came from. Kids, well, I've got a 41-year-old son. Well, let's see, he's going to be 42 here this year. 41 and a half year old son and a 7-year-old grandson. Longest car ride ever. Well, I have driven to Boston several times from Columbus. That's a 14-hour drive. I've done it nonstop a couple of 3 times. I've driven to Charleston, South Carolina a couple 3 times, and all of those were nonstop. Those are 14. I mean, I did them in the Mercedes, so you didn't feel like you'd been beaten with a pipe by the time when you got out, but. Yeah, 700 and some miles. Oh, and then also towing a travel trailer up to the Keweenaw Peninsula in Michigan from Columbus. That's about 730 miles. Although we did that in stages, but when I drove my mother from Lebanon, Ohio up there, we did that in one fell swoop. That was a long day. Just believe you me, that was a long and very bizarre and perverted day, and maybe I'll tell the full story of that day. I've alluded to some of that trip in earlier videos. Look back through some of the 900 ones and see if you can find it. Milkshake, vanilla milkshake. We used to, in high school, the 5 guys I used to run around with, or the 4 other guys I used to run around with, we'd go to the UDF on Friday nights and Saturday nights and go get vanilla milkshakes, and that was our big night out. Woo! It was a lot of fun. Nicknames? I don't have nicknames. My given name is Joe. My middle name is Stephen. I'm not Steve. I'm either Stephen, and don't ever call me Stephen. My mother used to call me that. I disliked it intensely. My name is Joe. One wish. I don't know. Travel, get laid, and have another dog. 2 dogs. Let's see. Travel, get laid. Well, get laid, travel, have another dog, 2 dogs. In that order. Phobias. Well, I don't like 8-legged entities. And dying in a fall or drowning or burning up in a fire or hanging. Or having ISIS guys cut my neck off slowly with a knife. Quote, fair is a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on your belly. Everything else is just extra. Reasons to smile? Hell, getting up, being able to walk around, do the morning neurologic. Get up, walk around, take a leak. Be able to see the day. That's reasons to smile. Siblings, I have one sister. She's 8 years older than I am, so she's 72. I just opened her Christmas card belatedly. My Lord, she had a family picture of I didn't recognize any of them in there except her husband and herself. We've been relatively estranged since 2003. Time you woke up? Well, I wake up between around 4 to 5 every day, and if not earlier, and I generally always am out of the chemo chair by 5. Unknown fact about you. Well, hell, I'm not gonna. If it's unknown, I'm not gonna tell y'all, am I? Vegetable you hate, eggplant in any way, shape, or form. I've given it an honest shot. Cannot eat eggplant. Cannot eat eggplant. Yeah, it makes me throw up. I mean, I'll eat it and then I throw up. X-rays you've had. I've had 3 or 4, maybe 5 chest X-rays. Had a couple of dental X-rays. Yummy was as the computer keeps cutting me off. Yummy food, pizza, except any kind of pizza except stuff with pineapple on it. I really do like that really deep dish Chicago style pizza. Zodiac sign, Capricorn, the prick of the zodiac. So I'll say bye-bye YouTubers on this one. I have to splice this bad boy together.